Hello, my name is Sheila Lang. I'm head teacher of a school in Scotland. I've come to tell you about the difference that Place2Be can make in a school. One of our little boys had been a bit out of things in school. He'd been quite detached, struggling to keep his friendships, and he was clearly feeling that he didn't fit in. There was something odd going on. He went to Place2Be every week for play therapy. Every week he went, he played, and he gave no indication of anything that was troubling him. So the Place2Be therapist just continued every week, letting the child play. After some months, a special session happened. In this session, he started to cut out lots of paper beds, and he placed them in different places around the room. This boy was living with his mum some days, his dad some days, his granny and his granddad at different points of the week. And the Place2Be play therapist said to him, "I'm looking at this and it's like your life. This is how it feels to you to be living in all these different places. That must be very hard." The boy nodded. After that, the boy relaxed in school. He obviously felt that somebody had heard how he felt, had told him that it was okay to feel like that, and he started to come out of himself. He started to trust people again. He started to learn and to grow and develop. It sounds like such a small thing, but for that boy, it was a big changing point. That's the difference that Place2Be can make. Another boy came to our school in primary 5. He was looked down on by the local community. He was scruffy, he didn't wear school uniform, people said that his mum was a junkie, and he found that really hard. Parents told us that at times him and his brother would go around the local houses begging for food for their tea. It seemed that sometimes their stepdad would lock them out the house while their mum was being beaten up. In primary 6, we referred that boy to Place2Be. Every week for a year, he enjoyed a session with a play therapist where he could speak and act out and play out the issues that were going on in his life. He blossomed during that year. He grew in confidence and trust, not just with his Place2Be therapist, but with other staff in the school. In primary 7, he came to me one day and he told me that the baby that his mum had had the night before was born dead. "My brother was dead," he said, and burst into tears. I had a meeting to go to. I spent some time with him in a room, I held him, and then I said, "Let's go and speak to Sandra from Place2Be." He came with me to Sandra, and Sandra spent more time with him, letting him talk about how he felt. His mum came into school that day, and Sandra spent time with the both of them. What had happened the night before was that mum had had the baby was dead, she'd come home from hospital to the house, her partner had gone crazy and gone off to the pub and left them with no money for food. That was a family in crisis, but Place2Be were there to help them and to support them through that time when there were no other agencies available on the day. And that is the difference that Place2Be can make in a school. So I am here to tell you that the Place2Be is not a luxury for these children. These children need the Place2Be to survive and to grow and develop. There are 58,000 of these children in the UK benefiting from this service. So I urge you wholeheartedly to do all you can to support the Place2Be so that these children can grow and flourish, because these are our children.